Hello, in this video we're going to talk about Voicethread, which is an asynchronous video-based discussion tool. Since it is asynchronous, it means that students can post their discussion at any time. It's not synchronous in that they all have to be logged in at the same time. It is video-based. It does allow students to use just audio as well as do text chat as well, but I think most people use it because of the video capability. It is web or app-based, so you can use it from a web browser or you can download the Voicethread app for free. I know that the Voicethread app is mainly for students to post. It's not necessarily going to give you the full functionality of the teacher account like the web will. So the basic process is that the teacher will post a prompt into the Voicethread. It can be in a video format, it can be a link, it can be a slideshow screen, it can be anything that you want them to discuss. The students then go into Voicethread and they make video comments on that slide. And again, creating asynchronous video comments. They can make audio comments or they can do text chat comments. Now, it's important to know that in the free version of Voicethread, students cannot reply back to each other. So they can make a comment, but they cannot reply back to each other's comments. A way to go around that is just to have them make a brand new original comment and just say the name of the person. I'm replying to so-and-so is a way to kind of get around it, but you can't use the reply feature to make it directly replying back in Voicethread. The first step is to navigate to voicethread.com, and then the teacher needs to create their own account. So they can register and then create their own teacher login. After logging in, the teacher will get the option to create their new Voicethread. You can also browse Voicethreads that have already been created here if you're interested in seeing what others have been created and how Voicethread has been used by different people. So we'll choose Create first, and we're going to choose to add our media first. So this is where you're giving the prompt of what you want the students to discuss in the Voicethread. You can upload slides from your computer. You can also make an audio recording where you talk to them and they have to reply back. You can do a photo, you can do a webcam video, or you can put in another URL. So most of the time, I choose the My Computer option, and I upload a PowerPoint slide with a question on it that I've already created. Then you just want to give your Voicethread a title, a description, and some tags. While you're here, you want to look at the playback options because there are some changes you might need to make. Notice that when you hover over some of these options, you're not allowed to change them because you're using the free version. So for example, enable threaded commenting, which allows students to reply back to each other. You can actually check on that because that's an upgraded skill. A couple of things that you might want to consider checking, however, is to start playing the Voicethread when it is opened. You can have it to where it will automatically advance through the slides. I personally like to turn that off so that students can manually go to the next slide when they are ready. You can allow them to be able to not delete their comments, which is probably not a good idea, letting them delete their own comments if they make a mistake. Also, you can choose what types of comment methods are allowed. By default, it'll allow them to do audio only, webcam, phone in from a telephone, upload files, and do text messages. So we've added one slide to our Voicethread. You can actually add more than one slide if you want to, or you can add other types of media. So in that case, you can add media and again, choose whatever you like. This time I'll put in a URL and I will paste in a YouTube video of a TED Talk that I have found. Notice that it does take a little while to process because this is about a 15-minute video that I'm asking my students to watch, so it might take a little while to process. So after you've added your media and you've added whatever slides you like, be it whatever type of media you choose, you can then add your own comments if you want. You might just be sufficient to just have the prompts on the slide, but it might be a good idea to add the first comment so that the students will kind of have something to go by. You might give them an example of what you're asking them to do. You might give them some just extra information. In this case of the video, I haven't given them a prompt. All they have is the video, so I might need to add a comment to kind of tell them what I'm asking them to do and to talk about. So to do your comments, you can click on any slide, and after you click on the comment button, you'll be able to see the first slide. And again, this was just a PowerPoint slide with words in it for the prompt. But in order for you as the teacher or the students to add your comment, you want to choose the plus icon in the bottom of the screen. And then you can choose the type of comment you'd like to make. You can make a text comment, You can make a comment using a phone where you call in and make your comment. You can use just an audio comment, a video comment, or you can actually upload a comment. If you've made a comment, say on your phone as an MP4 and you want to upload it that way, you can do so as well. So again, the most popular is probably going to be the video comment, keeping in mind that the students will need a webcam to be able to make a video comment. If they do not have a webcam built into their phone or built into their computer, they can use their phone, which should have a camera built in as well. So we'll choose the camera setting. And of course, we want to allow for the camera to use. And then it's giving you the countdown. And it's pulling my webcam. And so now it's creating my video. So I would simply say, in this discussion, I would like for you to read the prompt and answer X, Y, and Z based upon what we've read in the text and the articles you reviewed. Please make sure to tell us about your favorite creative lesson and how you participated as a student, why you thought it was creative, X, Y, and Z, whatever you want them to post there. Also, keep in mind that if it is appropriate, you can actually draw on the screen. So maybe not so appropriate in this case, but you can use the pencil icon and you can draw on the screen if you like. That may particularly be appropriate for things like you have a blank screen and you're wanting the student to work out a math problem, and you write the problem on the board, and then when the student creates their video, it shows up as they're writing on the screen. So that might be a little bit more appropriate in that case. But again, keep in mind that you can pick your color and record on it as well. So when you're done recording, you choose Stop Recording. Then you're able to review your video, so it's playing back so you can decide if you like it or not. If you don't like it, of course, you can cancel. If you want to keep it, you choose Save. Notice that as you are watching your video, not only will the students be able to see your video, any writing on the screen that appears will also appear as they are as they are watching your video. So you can see later on where I'm talking and I'm writing on the screen, that's going to be part of the video now. Then I choose Save, and it will add it over here on the side as my icon. So this is where on this left-hand panel is where the student comments are going to be added for that particular slide. Once it's been posted, the student can click on the icon and they can watch the video. Also, as it plays, it will play down here so they can fast forward or not. Notice that there isn't really a time limit on how long they can be. I think the time limit might be like an hour or something. So it's something that you can have them, create a 5 or 6 minute video if you need them to. To comment on the next slide, you just move the arrow at the bottom. It'll take you to the next slide. Remember, this one is the video of the YouTube link that I put in. So you notice it's 15 minutes long. So you can see that when you play it, the video is going to play right within the browser. And so in this case, there isn't a prompt. So I might want to create a prompt by using here and using the video tool. And so notice you can add a video based upon where you want it to be. So maybe I want my comments to come up later somewhere in the video. And then I can start my video to say, okay, listen to this that's coming up right now in this part of the video at this mark. He's going to say something very important, and I want you to either agree or refute what he's fixing to say and explain why. And then I can even move forward in the video at another point and say, okay, well, at this point, he's going to say something different, and I want you to listen to this part and compare what he is saying. So you can see where it's going to do those points. And again, you can also use the pen to write or draw on the screen like we did before, so it will show up as you are doing your voice thread. And again, stop recording for it to post. As you can see, you're able to review it when you're watching the video. It's going to jump into that part of the video so they will know where they're supposed to be watching, and they're able to see my video and see what I'm doing on the screen, even my writing. Then I can choose Save, and it will show up as a post here after it's been loaded. So again, you might want to remind your students that in order before you start watching the video or doing your own post, you might want to watch my particular video so you're going to know what you're supposed to be talking about. Also, it shows when the post was created, so you're able to see as the students if they posted on time. Notice that there's a picture icon here. By default, it's just going to have their initials there. If they would like to upload a profile picture, they can actually come right up here, and then they'll be able to add a picture as a profile picture if deemed necessary. If not, it's just going to have their first and last initial. Your last option might be to just upload a blank white slide, just like a PowerPoint slide that's just blank and white. And then as a prompt, you can create a video. And as you record this video, you might actually write on the screen, okay, I would like for you to work out this problem. And you write the problem up on the screen using these special tools. And then you say, okay, what I want each of you to do is to make your own video, and I want you to work out this problem in your own video. And then you would stop the recording and upload that so that they have to watch your video first to get the problem, and then they create their own video using and solving that problem. So now for the students to be able to post in your VoiceThread, you want to share it with them. So you come to the upper right hand corner with the 3 lines, you want to do share. And then you're going to be given the option. You want to copy this link, but again, you want to make sure that people are able to view and comment. You don't just want to choose view because then they can't add any comments. So make sure to copy that link, and that's what you're going to post or give to the students. Then the students will post in the link, so they'll go to the link that you have given to them. And they're able to watch the video and read the prompt and then watch the video of comments that you've created. So they're able to listen to your video. They're able to go to the next slide and listen to any videos there. They'll go to the next slide and listen to any videos there. So they're able to watch as much as they like without having to log in. However, when it is their, if they want to log in and make a comment, they'll need to go to comments here, and it's going to give them a prompt to sign in. They have to create a VoiceThread account to be able to post to the VoiceThread. So they can register now if they don't already have an account, and then they can log into their VoiceThread account. So once they've signed into their account as a student, notice that they can view the video and view what's been written on the screen or view the prompt or whatnot. But notice it looks like they can make a reply comment, but that's actually a private reply. So you as the teacher would be able to see it, but other students aren't able to see it. So it's not really a reply to a comment. And again, that's because replying to comments is not a pro tool. So let's say that this was what I was supposed to do for my class. My teacher wrote something on the board, and I want to complete the problem. So I would watch their video, and I would see what she had done or what she had written on the whiteboard. And then I would make my own comments. So I would say, okay, I'm going to make a video. And we're pretending like I'm the student. And then I would get my pen and I would say, okay, so this was the problem. And this is how we're going to work it out. And then they would proceed to work out the problem, and it would be recording it on the video. Then they can stop and they can watch their video that they posted and upload it just like the teacher can. The app works very similar to the web version of VoiceThread. The students would download the VoiceThread app, they would open it up, and they would be asked to put in the VoiceThread ID. That is the tail-end part of the URL that you send to them. So when you choose share, that link that you give to them, they can either open up that whole link or they can just type in those last digits in there, and that's the VoiceThread ID. That will give them access to the VoiceThread. They can then view the VoiceThread. They can also make comments and view others' posts by choosing that bottom arrow at the bottom of the screen to add different comments. They can also click on the left side and see other people's videos. So again, the interface looks very similar on the app as it does on the web version. And those are the basic steps of using VoiceThread.